high call series.
So we have already completed the lesson, I and my neighborhood, and now it is a time for us to do some of the activity part of this lesson. Okay. So the activity part is start with take the correct answer. Means you see, two sentences are given here. One, two. These two sentences are actually taken from the textbook itself. They are incomplete actually. Okay, only half is given here. The remaining half we need to find out. So from where can we find that out? A, B, C, D. Four options are there for both the sentence parts, right? So from that we need to select the correct option based on what we have learned in the lesson. Okay. So the first one, Anil came to the city from another city. B, a town. C, a village. D, a hill station. So we have seen that Anil has come to his uncle and aunt in the city, right? So where did he come from? Was it that he came from another city? No. Did he come from another town? No. He came from a village, isn't it? Yes. So Anil basically lives in a village, and from this village he came to the city to stay with his uncle and aunt and his cousin during the holidays, isn't it? Yes. So what is the right answer? A village. So we will drag and drop. A tick mark there. So Anil came to the city from a village. Okay. So the community center has a big hall, a big gate, a big painting, or a big dustbin. So when his cousin was saying about the community hall where they gather for all the major functions, celebrations and all, he said during the Holi celebrations they will bring the colors and they smear the colors and play with that colors in the hall. Isn't it? Do you remember that? In the textbook, his Anil's cousin, he said that there is a big hall in the community center where they organize different celebrations like birthday celebrations and all. And during the festivals like Diwali and Holi, the people come over here and they celebrate it over there. Isn't it? So where do they celebrate that? There is a big hall in the community center, and that is where they do all these things, right? Okay, so what is the right answer? A big hall. Okay, so there are the two answers. Anil came to the city from a village. The community center has a bigger hall, right? So they are the answers, and thus both the sentences have become complete sentences also, right? So now I will keep this screen the same for another minute in front of you so that you can read these sentences once again, right? Now we have the questions and their answers from this lesson. So the first question, which park had swings? You were saying, there are three parks there. One is a triangular park, one is a square park, and another one is a big park. So yes, the square park has the swings. The other one, the triangular park was a small one. Then the bigger park had a large number of trees. Then separate way for walking. A lot of benches were there. But the same swings were there only in the square park. Second question, what games did the children like to play in the park? So what are the different games that the children liked to play in the park? See, children liked to play cricket and football in the park. So that is what the children used to play in the big park. What are they? Cricket and football. So children like to play cricket and football in the park. Third question, why was the neighborhood clean? So he said the neighborhood is very clean and neat. Why was it so? Answer, because the dustbins are kept all around so that the people do not litter the roads. That's it. So there were a large number of dustbins kept almost everywhere in the neighborhood so that the people can simply throw the dust in the waste in the dustbin itself and they won't litter the roads with their waste. That's why the neighborhood is very clean. Fourth, where was the flag hoisted on 15th August every year? So he said that all the celebrations and the festival they celebrate somewhere there in the neighborhood itself. So where was that? The flag was hoisted on 15th August every year at the community center. Okay, so there was a community center where they gathered all the people in the neighborhood. They gathered there, and that was a place where they had almost all the celebrations done, isn't it? Yes, even the flag was hoisted in the same community hall itself, right? Okay. So the flag was hoisted on 15th August every year at the community center. Clear? So now I'll read all the 4 questions one by one, right? Which park had swings? The square park has a swings. What games did the children like to play in the park? Children like to play cricket and football in the park. Why was the neighborhood clean? Because the dustbins are kept all around so that the people do not litter the roads. Where was the flag hoisted on 15th August every year? The flag was hoisted on 15th August every year at the community center. Okay. So now I will keep the screen the same for you for another minute so that you can read the questions and these answers once again. Right? So, in the front of the grammar part of this lesson, now we have a subject and a predicate. So, what is a sentence? A sentence is nothing else but a group of words, right? So, I'll write a group of words: fly, birds, sky, ink. So, this is a group of words, but is that a sentence? No, isn't it? It's not a sentence because it doesn't have any sense, any meaning. So, if I write birds fly in sky, then it has a meaning, isn't it? Yes. If I say lion and tiger live in forest. Lion and tiger live in a forest. So that also is a sentence because it also has a sense, a meaning, isn't it? Yes. So we have 2 sentences here. Birds fly in the sky lion and tiger live in the forest. Now, these sentences are about something, no? These sentences are about something. If we check, the first sentence is about birds. The second sentence, lion and tiger live in forest, is about lion and tiger, isn't it? The first sentence is about the birds. The second sentence is about the lion and tiger, right? So, the person or a thing we talk about in a sentence is called subject. A person or a thing we talk about in a sentence. So in the first sentence we are talking about birds. So birds is the subject. In the second sentence we are talking about a lion and tiger. So lion and tiger is the subject of that sentence. Clear? So a person or an object or a thing we talk about in a sentence is called the subject. And what do we talk about the subject? Yeah, what do we say about the birds? We say that the birds are flying in the sky. What do we say about the lion and tiger? We said lion and tiger live in the forest. So what do we say about them? What do we tell about them? That part becomes the predicate. Okay, so this part that what we say about the subject, something that we say about the subject is called the predicate. So every sentence will have this subject and the predicate part in that. Okay, so a person or a thing we talk about in a sentence is called the subject part of a sentence, and that what we speak about, something that we tell about the subject is called the predicate part. Right? Now, what is the easiest way to identify where a subject ends and where a predicate starts? See, a predicate always starts with the verb. Predicate always starts with the verb, isn't it? Yes. If I say, I am a good student. So in this, whom do we speak about? I. So I is the subject. And what do we speak about I? That I am a good student. So this am a good student becomes the predicate. Okay. Then if I say the four brothers lived together happily. The four brothers lived together happily. So in this sentence, what do we speak? Whom are we speaking about? We are speaking about the four brothers, isn't it? So four brothers is the subject of the sentence, and lived together happily is something that we speak about these four brothers. So that is a predicate part, right? So something or the person or a thing we speak about in a sentence is called the subject of a sentence, and something we speak about the subject in a sentence is called the predicate of a sentence. Clear? Right? Yes. So we have got some sentences in which we need to identify the subject and the predicate, and there are some sentences to which we need to add a predicate. Right? So now we will go and do the activities. Right? So we have already learned about the subject and the predicate in the sentence, isn't it? And we have already learned how to identify the subject and the predicate in the sentence also, isn't it? Okay. Now, here we have 6 sentences. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right? What we need to do is we need to identify the subject and predicate in each of the sentence. So we need to circle the subject and underline the predicate. Okay? Right. So the first sentence, Sachin plays cricket. Sachin plays cricket is the first sentence. And in that, what is the subject part in that? What is the subject part? Sachin is a subject part, isn't it? Okay, so we will, yes, Sachin is put inside a square, there is no circle, okay. And plays cricket is a predicate part, isn't it? Yes. So we will underline plays cricket. Okay. Sachin is put inside the box because that is a subject part. Plays cricket is a predicate part and that is why it is a underlined. Okay. Next one. Birds build nests to protect their babies. So birds build nests to protect their babies. So what is the subject in that? Okay, how do we identify the subject? Okay, we need to pinpoint the verb, isn't it? Okay, what is the verb in this? Build is the verb, isn't it? Build is the verb. So from build, the remaining part of the sentence is a predicate. Right? Then what is the subject? Birds is the subject, isn't it? Yes. So we will put the birds in a box. And build nests to protect their babies, we will put it under a underline, right? The giraffe does not eat meat. The giraffe does not eat meat. So what is the verb in this? Does not eat, isn't it? Huh? Yeah, from does onwards we have the verb does not eat is a verb part in that. And what is the predicate part? Does not eat meat is a predicate part, right? What is the subject then? The giraffe. Okay? So we will put the giraffe inside a box and does not eat meat is underlined as a predicate. Clear? Fourth one, we wear cotton clothes in summer. We wear cotton clothes in summer. So what is the verb in that? Wear is a verb, isn't it? So what is the predicate? Wear cotton clothes in summer. This part is a predicate and the subject is just a we, right? So we will put a we inside the box and wear cotton clothes in summer is underlined because that is the predicate part, right? Now, honeybees live together in a beehive. Honeybees live together in a beehive. So what is the subject part in that? Yes, something that comes before the verb, isn't it? Yes. What is the verb? Live. Live is the verb, right? Then what is the subject? Honeybees. Okay? Yes. Honeybees is a subject. Live together in a beehive is the verb part. The predicate part. Right? Now, Sachin and his friends play cricket in the park every day. Sachin and his friends play cricket in the park every day. So what is the subject in that? We need to identify the verb for that. What is the verb? Yes, play is the verb, isn't it? So what is the subject? The noun part that comes before that is a subject. Sachin and his friends. Right. Sachin and his friends is a subjective part and play cricket in the park every day is a predicate part. Right? Yes. So the first sentence, Sachin is a subject and plays cricket is a predicate. Second sentence, birds is a subject, build a nest to protect their babies is a predicate. Third sentence, giraffe is a subject, does not eat meat is a predicate. Fourth sentence, we is a subject and wear cotton clothes in summer is a predicate part. Honeybees is a subject in the fifth sentence, live together in a beehive is a predicate part. Sachin and his friends, yes, Sachin and his friends is a subject in the sixth sentence. Play cricket in the park every day is a predicate part. Right? So now, I will keep the screen the same for another minute so that you can read these sentences once again. Okay? Now, add predicates to the following subjects from the box. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 sentences are given there. These 5 sentences are incomplete because the predicate part is missing. Only the subject part is given and we need to add the predicate part to this so that we will get a complete sentence. Right? So we need to select the predicate part based on the subject. The boy with a green ball. So there is a boy standing there. He holds a green ball in his hands. Are working hard? No. He is a juicy fruit. A boy cannot be a fruit. Is a friend indeed. He is not talking about a friend. He is my best friend. Right? The boy with a green ball is my best friend. So there are so many boys standing there. In that only one boy is holding a green ball in his hand and that boy is my best friend. Okay. So the sentence is a complete one. Workers at the factory are working hard. They're talking about the workers, no? Yes. Again, workers, plural. Isn't it? Workers. S is here means it's a plural and we have a plural verb also here are. Then my mother is an excellent cook. Yes, my mother is an excellent cook. Yes, an orange is a juicy fruit. An orange, only a single orange is there, right? So we have is here. A friend in need is a friend indeed. Yes. So we have completed the predicate part for all the 5 sentences, subjects given there. Like the boy with the green ball is my best friend. Workers at the factory are working hard. My mother is an excellent cook. An orange is a juicy fruit. A friend in need is a friend indeed. Right? So now I will keep the screen the same for another minute so that you can read both the subject part given, the predicate parts given, and the complete sentences also. Right? So we have completed that particular part of identifying subject and predicate and adding a predicate to the subject already given there. And now it is a time for us to do something with the usage of not. Okay. Let me write a sentence. I am going to school. Okay. In the second sentence, what I'll do is I am not going to school. Okay. Then they will win the match. I say they will not win the match. Right? So in the first sentence, I have not used the word not, and the second sentence, I have used the word not in that. Right? Here, I am going, I am not going. Right? They will win, they will not win. Right? So, this sentence is called a positive sentence. And when we add not to a positive sentence, that becomes a yes, negative sentence. Right? So we change a positive sentence into a negative sentence by adding not. And where do we add not? After the auxiliary verb, helping verb. Okay? So after the helping verb, before the main verb, we use a not. Okay? So not is used to convert a positive sentence into a negative sentence. Not is added in the sentence immediately after the auxiliary verb. Right? Okay. So I am going to school is a positive sentence. I am not going to school is a negative sentence because we have used a not in that, and that we have used immediately after the helping verb. The second one, they will win the match is a positive sentence, but they will not win the match is a negative sentence because we have added not in that. Okay? Will is a helping verb, that is why immediately after will, we have used a not. Right? So, here are two exercises. No, one exercise. Here is one exercise in which we need to add a not. Right? So, shall we go and do it? So, we have seen how to add not and we make the sentences negative. Right? So here we have got some sentences which we need to convert into negative. The first sentence is, he will come with you to the market in the evening. He will come with you to the market in the evening. So if we have to make this a negative, if we have to add a not to this, where should we add not? We need to add not after will. Isn't it? Huh? Yes. So what is the answer? He will not go with you to the market in the evening. Okay, so after will, we need to add a not. Right? Now, the second sentence, it is raining. So, where should we add not? After is, isn't it? So, it is not raining. Third, the chair is comfortable. So, where should we add not in that? After is, right? Okay. The chair is not comfortable. Right? So there are two more sentences in this. Before we go to that, we will go through these sentences once again. So he will come with you to the market in the evening. He will not go with you to the market in the evening. It is raining. It is not raining. The chair is comfortable. The chair is not comfortable. Right? So now I will keep this screen the same for another minute so that you can read these sentences once again. right? Now, the fourth sentence. The park is very big. Again, is there. After that, we need to add not. So the sentence becomes the park is not very big. Now, fifth one. Our neighborhood is very clean. Where should we add not? After is. So what is the answer? Our neighborhood is not very clean. Right? So the park is very big. Park is very big. Park is not very big. Our neighborhood is very clean. Our neighborhood is not very clean. Right? So I will keep the screen the same for another minute so that you can read these two sentences also. Okay?